I'm curious. After reflecting now on San Diego State, have you watched any of the game film of the San Diego State? Do you go back and watch the film?
Yes, every game we watch.
What did you learn from the San Diego State game?
We learned that, again, like I said, first half is the most troubling part that cost us the game. We saw where we need to improve again, what we didn't do good and what we did good, what we need to keep, the things that we need to work on the days that we can because it's a tight schedule. Every couple of days we have games, so we just gotta learn and prepare for other games.
Is this a schedule you're used to? A couple a week?
Yes, I'll say more or less, yeah.
So Fresno State has a couple of really good individual rebounders. They have a freshman who's only 6'6", but he's been averaging double figure rebounds the last few weeks in Gorey. I don't know what number he is, but Deshaun Gorey. What do you see in the rebounding battle with Fresno State and the couple of their forwards that are pretty good?
I see that it's gonna be pretty tough. They come for I think 2 games in a row that they won. They're playing good basketball last weeks, and we need to be aware that they can hurt us, especially right now. They know that we are coming from a loss and they coming from a winning streak, so we need to be careful, be physical against them because, like you said, guys are playing hard, especially on the glass, and we need to be prepared for that.
So going back to the GCU game when you're in foul trouble, struggle to get going, and then the start of the San Diego State game, it took a while for you to get going. I'm just curious for yourself, is there something that like defenses are playing you a certain way to kind of slow you down, or is it like you need to kind of get in like a flow state to kind of get yourself going?
I mean, every game is different and it's for itself. It depends. Some games you start good, some games you don't. Depends also on other things like foul trouble, which don't keep you going into like flow, like you said. But for me, it's always like keep continuing to play, forget about the things that happen. If it's a miss or a foul or whatever it is, just every time when I'm stepping in on the court, giving everything that I can to keep me going and the team as well. Because I think like the team needs me to be myself, and when I feel myself and I'm playing good, the team has benefits from it.
So, I mean, you hear it a lot, in basically every sport about a freshman wall where, freshmen get to a certain point of their first season and it kind of, things get a little tougher for them. They get tired or whatever. I know you obviously have a little more experience than a typical freshman, but obviously this team relies so heavily on freshmen. So how are you guys kind of approaching hitting that point of the season where it might be a freshman wall?
I mean, other teams are adjusting too. They know our strengths. They're trying to keep me out of my strengths and the strengths that my other 2 freshmen have. I mean, everybody watch video nowadays. They see what you're capable of, and they try to take it away. It's a long season, and it doesn't matter if I'm freshman, senior, or junior, whatever. There are ups and downs. Some games you play good, some games you don't. Some games you win, some games you lose. So you just gotta keep continuing to work, improve each game, see the mistakes you did. Of course, like we are traveling, we play back-to-back games. It's tough, especially when you lose to bounce back. But this is a great experience for each one of us.
Tomislav, you only had 3 shot attempts in the first half against San Diego State, and then you got 12 in the second half. Was there anything different about the second half why you got more opportunities? I know you had 6 offensive rebounds, but how'd you get the ball a little bit more?
The guards did a pretty good job in the second half, passing me the ball and trusting my abilities. Although I got only 3 shots in the first half, but sometimes that also happens. Sometimes you don't get the ball, or other plays I'm playing well. So maybe it's on me that 3 shots were not that good. So they maybe thought that I'm not playing well at that time. So second half, they trusted me. Even when I was also missing, I did make all of the shots. So for me, it's the most important thing is that I showed them that I can play whether I'm not making shots or making shots, because I think that I can also give the team other things except scoring, like rebounding, do steals, blocks, whatever it is, so they can see that I'm playing hard anyway of the situation. If I'm scoring, like I said, some days you don't feel like scoring, but you can do other things to help the team to win.
And then looking ahead to Fresno State, they do have a 7-footer inside, but outside of that, they don't really have a lot of rim protection. I think they're allowing teams to shoot around 70% at the rim. Do you feel like this is a game where you can have some success?
I mean, yes, of course. As I've seen, that's the only like real big, the French kid, freshman. But I'm not gonna underestimate nobody because you never know who can step up on the team if they get a chance. So for me, it's like I said, every game, play hard from the beginning and see what's gonna happen.
Viejas Arena in San Diego State, that's one of the toughest college basketball venues to play in. You're playing a pretty good team. That said, you guys are about to get blown out in that game. You're down 15 in the second half. You came back, had a shot to win it. I know no loss is really ever good, but is there, like, what are the positives you guys can bring out of that game?
For me, is that even when it went bad, we were down 15, we didn't give up. We came strong as a team, and I think that builds up chemistry, that we didn't give up. We had a chance to win the game. It was honestly one possession. It didn't end up well for us at the end, tough loss, but I think that we showed character after all, that even when we don't play good, that we can always bounce back and that nobody can say that we're going to get blown out. That's what we showed during the season. I don't think that we had the like really bad loss. I thought every loss that it could go either way. So we need to learn from every loss, especially because when you win, you don't think about maybe some mistakes that you did. So that sometimes, of course, nobody likes to lose, but you can really, really learn from it.
Now, I want to ask something about you specifically. You're going to college from your hometown, which is on the other side of the planet. You're in a different place. You're probably in a place you'd never even heard of before you got here. You're taking college classes. It's not your native language. The travel for the Mountain West is not easy. You're on the road a lot. Like, how are you holding up, and how do you make things work for yourself?
For me, the most important things that I can do on my own are like getting good rest, sleep, nutrition, the things that I can do to keep my body feeling good. Although, like you said, it's not easy at all because I'm not used to going to class. I'm on altitude. I'm not even near home. So those are some things that, of course, it took some time to adjust. But I think as each game, each week was going on, like passing by, that I adjusted pretty well right now. And I just need to keep going and approach every game as the last game of the season because there are not a lot of games left. Each one matters because for me, the goal is clear, to win either the Mountain West or the tournament. I'm not going to hide those things because I think that we are a capable team. That's why, for me, I want to win every game, except I'm playing good or maybe a little bit less good, because it's not about me, about my statistics. It's about the team, that the team wins. And I want to be a leader for a championship team.
So one of the things you've been able to do is be so effective around the basket in the lane, even when you yourself attempt a shot, your innate ability to follow after it in case it doesn't go in. Is that something that has been a strength of your game going back years?
Not really. I was playing mostly outside on the perimeter, so my role changed a little bit because of the whole roster and the situation. Because basically, except JT, we don't have any real bigs. So right now, I mean, I think the teams that I'm playing against are like maybe a little bit less physical. That's why I know how to right now use the strength even when I go to the rim hard. When I miss, I know that sometimes like around me there are not gonna be so many like big guys, so I can maybe take a second chance. It's gonna benefit the team because the other team also don't want you to. Even when you miss to get a rebound, that hurts people, and that's what I try to do.
Speaking of playing the perimeter a lot at different times, your comfortability in the open court, the steal you made, followed by a transition dunk. I mean, we've seen you at different times get out there. Is that also a benefit from how you played as a perimeter player growing up?
Yes, I would say so, because previous seasons I was mostly playing on a power forward position. That's why I consider myself a forward more than a center, because I was playing a little bit on the 5, but mostly on the 4. And I got used to a different type of playing style back then, but I don't want to reflect on that, because right now I have, like I said, I have a different role. Coaches want me to do also different things, and I appreciate that, because I think I improved my game, where I'm more versatile. I could do a little bit more things than just being a center.
About halfway through, or approaching halfway through conference play, do you start paying attention, or do any of the players start paying attention to the standings?
Yes, of course. We are well aware, and we know that if we won that game, that we will be first. That, I mean, our season not over. There are still high chances that we can win the Mountain West. That's why we need to learn from each game, and it's going to be precious, so that we don't want to lose any more games like this, to be competitive till the end.
And then the real important one, do you call it standings, or do you call it a table, or is that just a soccer thing?
I mean, back home is always the table, but right now I got adjusted, so I say standings. So.
Tomislav, you were the one that took the foul inside of a minute at the end of the game, that coach had instructed you guys, if Heidi were to catch the ball, let's see if we can get a foul on him, because he wasn't a good free throw shooter. I wondered how far back had that been discussed, and how recently had they mentioned it in a timeout or something like that, because of the strategy. It seemed like a terrific strategy at the time.
There was a talk between me and coach. I think we discussed it when I got in. I think the last couple of minutes, if I'm not mistaken, that at the end that we take that foul. I listened to the instructions. I didn't even doubt it. It's a gamble where it can go both sides. If he missed one, that would be great for us. We will have the possession. Unfortunately, he didn't. It was a tie game. I mean, we still had a chance. It doesn't matter of him missing or making. And, I mean, I had a turnover. At the end, we had another shot to maybe tie it or win it. It didn't go in. And we could think of it, maybe if we didn't make a foul, if they hit a 3 or made a bucket, then we would think, oh, why we didn't make a foul? So it could go both ways. But, I mean, you cannot think that one play, lost the game, because we had a couple of times where it could go our way. So I wouldn't think that that was the key to losing the game.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
Thank you.